Everybody, we're here playing Samurai Spirits, and interesting. Can't 100% still wrap my mind around what I'm doing here, but at the same time I can kind of give you guys a general idea of what I'm doing. There are 4 of us heroes, and we're trying to protect this village. You know, these little dolls here, these are our women folk that are back at home, I guess. I don't know, could be men too, funny looking men. And we're trying to protect these villages from being burnt down. If these things happen, we lose the game, but we would also lose the game, or just it's over. Unfortunately, if our good friend who went into beast mode kind of early, but she looks like she's going to really be able to do some damage, ends up dying, which we don't want that to happen. So basically what we're doing is we're drawing a card and we're going to be placing it to the left or the right. The left here will allow us to protect peasants, the village, or also our little cute dolls up there. To the right here is what we are going to fight. Now, unfortunately, when you start placing cards to the left, which you will do probably early, means that once this slot is filled, then you automatically have to go to the right, which means then you're being moved down to here. I believe here, if you hit this marker, you start losing barricades, correct?
Yes.
Okay. But if you hit this number here exactly, then that means you flip over and you go into a beast mode. I am not going to show you what my beast mode is at the moment. She's the only one who's went into beast mode, and it looks pretty awesome. She looked like Drago on the other side, which was pretty awesome too. Okay, so I do also have an ability here, which means that if I end up drawing a card from here, and if it matches any one of these numbers,
correct,
then I would automatically be able to defeat that character, correct?
Yep, goes
all right.
to the discard.
Now explain what his ability was again real quick.
His ability is he can ignore the battle effects from the raiders that have values of 1, 3, or 5.
Okay, so the 1, 3, and 5s, they have little effects down here. So what would this ability right here be?
That ability is to destroy a barricade. However, that's a value is a 2 on that raider.
So he actually gets to ignore it.
Would not work with that.
So that's pretty cool. Now what she can do is whenever she draws certain characters, which are a 2, 4, 6 value, she can actually pass that character, right?
Correct, to the left or the right.
Which then, I mean, in a way that kind of helps in a sense, because then somebody could hit their beast mode, which makes us, you know, become a bit more kick-ass. All right, and then she has the ability where she can actually fight twice. So, all right, we're going to keep continuing this. We're going to see how we're going to progress in this game. I don't know how well we're going to do, but hey, we'll give it our best try. All right, so one quick correction here is that when you hit this, you actually get to activate an even better special ability, which is even full of more awesomeness. Now, the way that you actually convert into beast mode is that you would take 2 wounds. Now, she did take 2 wounds because the ninjas were getting her, and at the bottom of it, it was inflicting wounds on her. So that's exactly how that happened. Now, it is my turn, so I am going to flip over my card. Now, this didn't do anything, correct?
Nope, no effect
all right,
on the bottom left.
No effect. So let's see what happens. I'm going to flip over my card, and it is a 1, okay? So let's see. Can I match it up over here? Unfortunately, I've already protected the peasant, so it has to go over here on my right-hand side. So I will slide it there. I will go down 1 spot because that is the attack value. And then it also has a shh ninja right here, which means that when it comes around to my turn, again, we're going to take a card, I believe, from here and place it over into this stack here. Okay, and we'll see exactly how that affects us here soon. All right, so we had something really cool happen. All right, look, she's already protected everybody she can. She's really carrying the load of this game. It's really impressive. Now, here's what happened. She had to draw like a 4, and she did. So that means she hit her special ability, which means that this triggers automatically. Now, what exactly is she going to be able to do here?
She can pick any samurai on the board and remove their most recent card, which is the bottom of the combat stack. But because she's in beast mode, she gets to do that twice.
So she can remove 2 cards, which means unfortunately, our pal here got beat up too badly, and he's going to take a little breather. She has the capacity now to heal him this much, correct?
Absolutely.
And move him back up. Now, does it still add up the value, or how does that exactly work? Do you still add up the value, but you just start subtracting?
Correct.
I mean,
you just reset the value. So if, for example, she's decided to remove the 4 and the 3, we're just going to go ahead, remove them, and add them to the discard pile, and then we're just going to recalculate where you are on that chart.
So
be up at the 7.
The best part about that is now you'd be at 7.
Yes,
so
7.
the best part about that is now he's going to be back in and he can now perform his turn, correct?
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Everybody's going to turn all their cards in. We're going to put our stack.
So basically we did protect the village pretty well that first round. The only thing that really happened is we did lose 1 farm. But because we protected all the peasants in the center of the board, they all helped us out a little bit. They healed my friend here to the right. They also put up an extra barricade, and there was one other thing that I really can't remember. Now, we did have 1 Shishi ninja that was left over here. When we flipped him, he actually didn't do anything. So we did, I think, pretty well. Now, do we reset our board or anything?
Yep. Okay. Go ahead and reset the board, but now you guys have gained some notoriety from the defense of the village. So guess what? You have now attracted the attention of the lieutenants. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the number of players, so in this case 4 of these value 5 cards, into this deck. We're going to shuffle this up again, and you guys are going to play the second round. So this is random, so you don't even know which of those guys are.
And I'm executed.
Nope, you are bestial for the remainder of the game.
You're beastly, gal.
No wounds, heal, or anything like that, except for that card effect that took place. But you'll notice, I mean, you started the game with 6 barricades, 6 farms, and 3 families. You are now going into the second round with lieutenants at 5 value, and you've already lost 1 farm, and in this case 2. So if you maintain that, you could be okay. But the increase of the lieutenants, and then ultimately, if you make it to the third round, we'll have to add some value 6 bosses.
And then after the third round, if we survive, we win?
You still have a farm and a family alive. At the end of the third round, you are victorious.
All right, so it's at the beginning of my next turn, and so I've already got 1 boo-boo, and I'm going to take another one here, which means might as well just immediately flip over to beast mode. So let's see what I got here. Okay, so I am some sort of a, what am I? A wolf?
You're a fox.
I am a silver fox. I am awesome. So what? So it looks like I can actually build barricades whenever I hit my number 12. So, okay, so that's kind of cool. So now what I do is I reset and I go back up to here, correct? Or do I still stay at? Okay, so I'd still be at 8.
Correct.
So I'll put that there. Now I go ahead and draw my next card, which would be a 4. Which, check that out. I believe 1, 2, 3, 4. Which means I did automatically now hit that. So what I get to do now is I get to immediately place a barricade up for us, which is good because she was going to burn down, I think, or no, she finally fixed it, okay. And now I can give my ability to somebody else. So I think I will pass this over to you. And now what that means is that she has my ability, I'm supporting her. If she draws a card that matches, say, a 3 or a 2, which may not be very good now that I think about it. Oh, no, actually it is. Because then she can just discard it immediately, and it'll be automatically defeated. So we'll see what happens here real quick to see if that actually helped or not. So go ahead.
Does that stay there until the next round?
And unfortunately, she drew a 4. So what did that end up doing? So she was able to place it on the other side. Thank goodness she had an open spot, because if you had to take the 4, would that have knocked you out?
I would be able to put another. Oh no, I would knock me out.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, she has been knocked out. Our best player has been knocked out because she got attacked by 2 lieutenants right off the bat. She did a double attack. Bam, bam. Oh, too much, too much. So does it actually skip her turn?
Yeah, her turn will actually, the battle effect would go off, which is she can't support due to this ability.
She can't support anyways, right?
But she wasn't going to do that anyways, and then ultimately her ability, her action will be that she will pass. Now, one thing we need to do in addition for you is when your ability went off, not only do you take care of supporting someone else and adding a barricade, but you remove the oldest card from your fight stack.
So
that's going to get discarded, and then you're going to recalculate yourself.
So I should be 5 back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means then I would not have been able to give her the support anyways.
Nope, you would have already given it to her with this ability.
Okay, excellent. All right, so now it is his turn to see. Now, the bad part is we're losing a lot here. I mean, we are just, if we're going to make it through this, I will be very surprised if we make it to round 3.
Shortly.
All right, so we were able to get through the second deck, but unfortunately our Shushy Ninja deck's pretty good. So we got to reveal these, I believe, and see what effects they take, right?
First thing we have to do is we have to handle the defense.
Okay.
So we have to check if anybody at the table did not defend the peasants, which is the hat icon.
I did not defend peasants.
Anybody who did not takes a wound.
Oh no, I think we're about to fall out of the game.
And now we go down to the next one. Did anybody not defend the farms?
I didn't defend the farms.
1 farm destroyed. 2nd farm destroyed.
That's,
we can continue to carry it out. Did anybody save the doll?
Should I have taken a second wound because I didn't defend farms?
Nope. It's
okay, just the peasants. Okay.
So everybody protected the families though, so that's great. They lived. Now the good news is they're going to help us somewhat. The ones that remaining flip over, and they add a barricade.
That's not helping.
They remove one of the Shushy ninjas. And somebody randomly is going to heal.
But we lost our farms.
Yes. So, but we can determine, we'll find out, anybody who has a wound, you don't have a wound, so we're not going to give it to you. We're going to go ahead, and this person heals. They get their wound back. But now, we have to resolve the Shushy Ninja. So any card with the flames is going to destroy a barricade. Flame.
Oh boy.
Flame, barricade. Then we check the end of round conditions. Is there at least 1 family and farm remaining?
We got
Answer is no.
We got 3 families though. We did protect the people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but now they have nowhere to go.
So.
But now when the bosses come next turn, they will take care of them and the game will be over. It was very valiant and it was a great attempt, but unfortunately you did not protect the village.
We did not protect the village, but it's okay. We're still pretty awesome samurai, and we can always sell our swords to make money off that. So there's always that. Griffin Gaming, from new releases to pre-orders. Griffin Gaming. Enter in promo code GreyElephant for 5% off your order.